Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brad. It's Monday, which means it's Manga Monday. We got a review of Dragon Ball. That time I got reincarnated as Yamcha. Yamcha? Whatever. I don't watch Dragon Ball, so I'm going to butcher a whole bunch of names, and you'll probably make fun of me in the comments for it. I really don't care. Viz Media's hooked us up with this manga, and it's interesting. So, as I said, I don't know Dragon Ball worth anything. I've never watched the anime. I've never read any of the manga. But I thought I would check this out because the concept sounded really interesting. So this is based on the Dragon Ball by Akira Toriyama, and then the story and art's by Dragon Garo Lee. And from my understanding of what this is basically fan wrote this basically fan fiction manga of Dragon Ball. And the story is this, Dragon Ball super fan winds up dying and getting reincarnated as the character Yamcha? We'll go with Yamcha. And basically gets to live in the Dragon Ball universe. The thing that's interesting, though, is that this person has the knowledge that they have of Dragon Ball. So they're able to see things, know of events, know what's coming up, knows what needs to be done, and kind of change things as they see fit because of that. It's interesting. It's a really fascinating concept. As an intro to Dragon Ball, it's freaking horrible. And the reason it's bad is that a lot of the jokes and entertainment rely on you knowing this character and knowing what's going on. So you yourself really need to be a Dragon Ball fan to, I think, really appreciate the manga. That being said, it's still an entertaining story. The action's really good. There's some good humor to it. So as far as that, there's absolutely an entertaining aspect of it. That also being said is it reads like fan fiction. Some of the dialogue's really stilted. Some of the flow of the story is really stilted. There's some really odd kind of choices that are made as story-wise. The person that dies winds up, they die because they wind up falling because they're trying to get a closer look at a girl who's wearing a short skirt. And as soon as they die and wind up in this world of Dragon Ball, it's I get to be the boyfriend of this cute character. Now, for a series that so much revolves around fighting, from what I can tell, that seems to be a really odd first reaction of I'm going to get laid. So there's definitely this 80s aspect of kind of that prepubescent teenage story to it. I actually think the manga would have been stronger without that. There was no need for it. There was absolutely no need at all for it. It could just have been straight up, dies, goes in, fights, do all that stuff. So that aspect I think is really weird. When you go, and maybe it's a Japanese thing, but when you go and kind of just enjoy it for the fights and that humor of a person able to kind of do I know this is going to happen because an issue blah 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 this happens, that gets funnier. And I kind of wish there was more specifics on that of I need to do this because issue this says so. It dances around that specificity and it never quite gets into it. So it's interesting, it's entertaining. I have a feeling if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you're going to enjoy it way more than I did. As an introduction, this is just it's not good for it. It did make me kind of want to check out the world of Dragon Ball, though. So in that aspect, it's a really good thing. There's just some good humor to it, and the storyline seemed interesting of what it kind of got into. So, this one is definitely for Dragon Ball fans. Let me show off some of the art. I do appreciate the art. It kind of has that manga tropes to it. This is kind of the realization of what's happened. He's getting to one fighting scene. Yeah, kind of to me, this kind of is the traditional manga feel about it. So overall, this is for the fans. It really is for the fans. It's by the fans, for the fans. Out now from Viz. You can go get this in comic shops. You can go get it in bookstores. Obviously, you go support comic shops first and foremost. We have a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. I'll tell you for shops near you. If there's no shop, no problem. We do have affiliate links that are below this video. They're affiliate links, so we get a small percentage of that. Doing that, you help support our site, so thank you. And speaking of support, I want to, of course, thank Viz again for hooking us up with the review copy. We always appreciate it. And thank you for watching. Now, if you're into manga, if you're into comics in general, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading that manga, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.